Alright, YouTube. This video is in response to Joey Cannoli's second part, or the second live stream that he uploaded. And when I left the first time, I guess everyone else left, or Joey shut down the live stream or whatever. You know, I respect Joey controlling the channel and trying to mediate that whole thing. Joey, don't think that I'm pissed or anything at you deleting the live stream, because I'm not. You run your channel the way you feel, and I actually like the way you run your channel. I understand that I was cussing in it. Like I said that in my last video. And but what I want to address is the way Cuddles tried to degrade me, or tried to make me look like I was the insensitive person. All right, when I warned him. And most of you guys who watch my channel and you invite me to your channel, you know what's going to be up. This is why you invite me, because I say it like the way it fucking is. That's just the way it is. So, you added Agnes back. I believe, no, you added Josh back first, and then Agnes came in, and then Cuddles came in. Now, this is just the first maybe 10 minutes, or maybe even first 5 minutes of the second live stream. Now, I believe his name is Josh. I think his channel is called Sense. I'm not really sure what his real name is, but Sense was actually telling it like it is, like it was. He said, you know, Cuddles, you threw down the gauntlet, you questioned Dogman, and I warned Cuddles. I was like, are you sure you want me to say what I have to say? Do you want me to do this right now, Cuddles? And that's what I said. You know, some people say it was unnecessary. Look, don't ask me for the fucking truth and then turn around and say you don't want the truth. Right? Don't do that shit to me. Don't put me on the fucking spot like that if you don't want it, because I'm going to give it to you. So, here's the thing. Like I said, many people do not understand their subjectivity. They don't understand the differences between right and wrong, and good and bad. Please, people, study this shit. Most of you will get it when you study this shit. Understand the differences between right and wrong and good and bad. Okay? Now, here's what Cuddles, Josh was saying. You know, he understood where I was coming from. Miami Cuddles was saying, what have I said wrong? He threw down the gauntlet for me. I picked that bitch up and bashed him in his head with it. All right. What he said, he was like, tell me what I've done wrong. I haven't said anything wrong in frag. I let it out. There was more things that he said wrong, and I'm going to say it right now, right here, and we're going to get it all out on the table. So my last video, my girl was coming home, so I had to hurry up and make that last video. This video, she's in there sleeping, so I can say everything I need to say right here, right now. I believe Sense was telling Cuddles, you know, you open Pandora's box. You open that door and I walk right through. That's what Joey Cannoli and Sense were saying. Then Miami Cuddles says it was unnecessary. I wasn't empathetic, and I was insensitive. Look, all that shit that he said is subjective. Remember what I said. Your feelings, your emotions, and your personal feelings are based off subjective moral values. It's simply your values. It's not grounded in fucking truth. It is not. Fuck your feelings, fuck your emotions, and fuck your opinions. I want the fucking truth. And when you talk to me, that's what the fuck you're gonna get. The truth. Because I'm not gonna pussyfoot around. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. You're gonna hear the fucking truth. So don't put me out there if you don't want the fucking truth, Cuddles. Plain and simple. You should know this. Especially don't put me out there in public like that, or cross me in a fucking live stream. So he said, tell me what I said bad. Well, shit. You guys want to know? Here it is. As far as I can tell, and as far as I can remember what is in my mind, everything that Cuddles has said, I'm about to spew it right now. Cuddles has told me about Jeremy Fragrance and Aqua Amara and the $10,000, and how Jeremy Fragrance was paid by Bulgari. to push the fragrance Aqua Amara, Bulgari's Aqua Amara. And if you guys don't believe me, Cuddles was telling me don't say $10,000 specifically because they'll know I said it. If you go back and look at my videos, I kind of respected that when I was talking about Jeremy Fragrance and Aqua Amara. I said it was around $8,000-$9,000. I wasn't being 100% truthful because I was protecting Cuddles. Now, I no longer give a shit about protecting Cuddles because now, Cuddles, you cross me. Cuddles came back and was talking mad shit about Ashton don't like me anymore. Because I was talking, yeah, you were talking shit about who you called your friend. You told me all about Ashton's suicidal tendency, his dad committing suicide, and all Ashton's plans for suicide prevention, and how Ashton was crying to you. Hey, I got no problem with spilling this truth. These are just their feelings. These are your feelings. And it's not based on any kind of truth, man. It has no standard. Like I said, fuck your feelings, fuck your opinions, and fuck your emotions. Those are based on subjective moral values. Now you're going to say, I'm all about moral. You're fucking right, I'm all about morals and ethics. I'm all about telling the truth. First off, whether I curse or not, or whether I'm insensitive, well, fuck it. Tough love, motherfucker. That's how I really feel. That's what you want to know. You should know that by now. Everyone should know that about me. I'm going to tell it like it is. If something's wrong with me, I'm going to tell it like I know I fucking cuss. But I try to keep it as real as I fucking can. I try not to bullshit anybody. But no, Cuddles, you want to bullshit people left and right, man. That's your problem. You said I could hurt someone's feelings. I don't give a fuck. I care to an extent, but when you fucking cross me and I feel like you're lying and you deceived the people, honestly, what? It's already been put out there. Everything about Ashton has already been put out there. You guys know how I feel about Ashton now. I'm gaining a little respect for the dude because he tried to answer in a live stream with Eugene. I felt like what he said was somewhat genuine, but I still feel like he was a little deceitful. A little. And that's just me. That's my subjectivity speaking. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything, and it shouldn't mean anything to you guys. Because only Ashton and God has to answer for that. Or Ashton has to answer to God for that. That has nothing to do with me. What I asked him, and now I just have to let it be. Whether I talk about Ashton or your mama or whoever else's mama, that's your sensitivity. That's your opinion, your emotions, and your personal feelings. Ain't got shit to do with truth. But when you put me on the spot to speak the truth, then that's what the fuck you're gonna get. Don't think you're gonna put me on the spot to speak the truth and not tell a fucking lie or beat around the bush. You're out your fucking mind, man. I don't give a fuck whose feelings is involved. I'm gonna tell the truth. Don't think I'm gonna play this game of chess with you, bruh. Because I don't play the game. I'm gonna fucking king you every fucking time. I'm gonna fucking mate you every time. Checkmate you every fucking time. I don't play around like that, man. You ask me the question, I'm going to tell it straight up. I can be truthful, I can be playful, but when you put me on a spot like that, and you beat around the bush, and I see you being disingenuous, and you saying dumb shit like there is nobody pretty in fucking FragCom, and at the same time Joey had two beautiful women in his live stream, I'm like, bitch, are you fucking out your mind right now? Both of those women, Demi Rawlings can't hold a candle to the women that was on Joey Cannoli's live stream. Demi Rawlings can't hold a fucking candle to Juju. Demi Rawlings can't hold a candle to my girl, man. Look, you can acknowledge someone's beauty, but that doesn't mean that you actually have to like, or that you actually like the being itself. There's more to beauty than just physical. So when he came back on Joey's second live stream, you try to make me look bad without me being there, man. But you want to know what Sense understood where I came from? Joey understood where I came. They know. They already knew what I was about. And don't put me to the test unless you're willing to fucking grade me. And you want to know what? I passed with an A fucking plus when I told the truth. I didn't miss the mark, man. And honestly, do I miss the mark? Yes. I do, sometimes. I'm not perfect. But last night, in that last night, I did not miss one fucking mark. I didn't miss one mark. You know, there was more shit that Cuddles told me in private, and I let that shit go. I shouldn't have let that shit go. There was more personal shit. And like I said, I don't give a fuck. If it exposes the truth, and somehow it'll help Fragcom see who is who for what they are, and it helps Fragcom become better, then I'm all for it, man. And last night in Joey's stream, I mowed that grass clear. And y'all see who the fucking snakes are. You see them. Look, I understand that a lot of people possibly gonna feel sorry for Cuddles. A lot of people are going to feel sorry for his state of mind. But feeling sorry for Cuddles' state of mind is not going to help him. Cuddles has more than a lot of people can ever imagine to have. Cuddles says he owns his own place. Cuddles is a teacher. Cuddles has a PlayStation 4. Cuddles has a lot of fragrances. Cuddles lives in a condominium. Cuddles gets to travel and see George Zaharoff and Ashton. Do I feel sorry for Cuddles? Fuck to the no, I don't. Do I think that Cuddles is two-faced? Yes, I do. Do I feel bad for Cuddles? Yes, I do, and no, I don't. My subjective side says, no, I don't feel sorry for Cuddles, but my objective side, the side which is with God, says, yes, I do. I feel sorry for Cuddles. Understanding your nature and understanding the nature of man and understanding both sides will help you through life more than you fucking know it, people. Like Sen said, you have to learn to read people. And when it comes to truth, I am not going to be lenient. I am not going to be sensitive. I'm going to give it to you hard and brutal. The brutal facts is what I'm going to fucking give you. Why is that? Because life doesn't give it to you sensitive. Life gives it to you head fucking on. And you better be ready. Put it like this, if I don't care about people, then I would be lenient. And then I would be nice and passive and gentle. And not give a fuck and just like sweep everything under the fucking rug. I'm not that person. I like to clean shit up. I like to make shit clear. If my windows are fucking dirty, I'm going to clean them. I'm not just going to put a curtain up so I don't see the dirt. I'm going to clean my windows. Why? Because when it's time to open and see everything for what it is, I'm going to open my curtains, I'm going to push up my blinds, and I'm going to see everything for what the fuck it is. And so should you guys be doing the same fucking thing. I heard comments saying it was unnecessary. Look, like I said, there is a difference in life between certainty and necessity. There's a difference in life between expression and intention. Know what it is that I believe in when you talk to me. I believe in certainty and I believe in intention. So should you guys. Though we live in a world and a reality and a society that is very necessitated and very expressive, and people live lives of expression, there are some of us that still hold true to certainty and intention. That is the difference between knowing what's right and wrong and what's good and bad. Good and bad are forms of expression and necessity. Wrong and right are forms of intention and certainty. Knowing the difference between right and wrong and good and bad will help you become a better person morally and ethically, and help you do the right things in life and make the right decisions without hurting anyone. Is it bad to rape a little girl if you if you have nothing more than subjective moral values? If that's what you believe in, and everything you believe in is subjective, which is the standard of truth only lies within you, then you believe that raping a little girl is either simply good or bad. But if you have God, you know, you have a sense of morality, and you know, real morality, truthful morality, you know that it's wrong to rape a little girl or a little boy or anyone. You know it's wrong, dead wrong. But if you're living a life like Cuddles, where you take into consideration everyone's feelings about the situation of rape, then you truly believe that rape is simply either just good or bad. And there is no consequence. Why? Because without God, you have no one to answer to except yourselves. Without God, there is no consequence. There are no wages for sin. So if it's just you and your opinion and your feelings, like Cuddles says, and your sensitivity, or my insensitivity, then who the fuck do we answer to? He says, tell me what I said bad. You want to know what you said bad, Cuddles? Every fucking thing. Every fucking thing. From you trying to justify subjective moral values as right, to you saying that there's no one pretty or beautiful in Fragcom, to you telling me to you challenging me to tell you what you said wrong, and then to you trying to justify all that bullshit, and then trying to make me out the bad guy. Man, you out of your motherfucking mind, dude. You are truly out of your motherfucking mind. And this is why I had to leave the live stream, because it honestly, it was just too much ignorance on Cuddles' part. At Cuddles' expense. It was just too much ignorance. And even to some of the people in that live stream who were saying it wasn't necessary. It's very necessary to tell the truth. Very necessary. The fuck you mean? It's always the right time to hear the truth. Sit here and lie to people, man. I'm not gonna fucking sit there and lie. Then Cuddles gonna say I'm all about morals and ethics. First of all, before you even tell me that, you have to understand the differences between objective moral duties and subjective moral values, dude. Which you don't understand, Cuddles. You don't understand. You couldn't even fucking explain it. If a lion goes out and kills a zebra, is it wrong or right, or is it good or bad? Bet you can't answer that, Cuddles. If a great white shark goes and copulates and rapes a female great white shark, is it wrong or right? If a human goes out and rapes someone, is it wrong or right or good or bad? You couldn't answer it, Cuddles. You don't know the answer. You don't know how to weigh out those morals, those dilemmas, those moral conflicts. Here's another moral conflict for you, Cuddles. If you had Jews hidden in your basement and the Nazis came knocking at your door, What do you do? What do you tell the Nazis? Do you lie and break God's law and say there's no Jews in my basement? Or do you tell the truth, save your ass, and out the Jews? And give up the Jews so they can get killed? What do, Cuddles? Have you even answered any of these fucking questions, these serious issues within your own life to fucking try to out me and make me look bad on Joey's live stream? No, you haven't. You don't understand shit. That's your problem, dude. You need to really analyze your life and what you do. I told you in private why I make my videos. Why I do the shit I do. Because I'm tired of people getting fucked in FragCom. I'm tired of the lies and the deception and the quid pro quos. You know, then I came back after I cooled down. And I saw George. George was trying to help you. George wants everyone to be better. This man actually, I believe, really cares about a lot of people. The shit that George says makes a lot of sense. The shit that Joey says makes a lot of sense. The shit that Sense said made a lot of fucking sense. The shit that you said, Cuddles, man, I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? Why the fuck are you saying shit like this? You know, you talk a lot without listening. You don't listen to yourself, man. Look, read, listen, then speak. Understand. You know, and here's another thing you do. You always try to tell people what to do, grown people what to do. Like we're kids. Like you're teaching kindergartners. You're not teaching, I'm no kindergartner, dude. I'm not your average Joe out here in the street whose mind is made out of squash. I'm a very fucking intelligent person. A lot of people playing checkers. I've already beat chess. You sit there and you try to justify and say that you don't say anything bad and you're such a good dude. You call this person good. You call that person. There's no one good. Not even me. And in that first live stream, I tried to tell you that shit. You kept calling somebody good. I'm like, Cuddles, no one is good. Who the fuck are you calling good? The standard of good cannot be applied to anybody, man. The standard of good cannot be applied to anyone. You can say it, but you don't mean it. And if you say it, you don't know what you're meaning. So this is my video for Joey's second live stream, the second part to the live stream. Cuddles, you can try your hardest to make me look bad, man. It's not going to happen. Because I've already put myself out there as bad and wrong. I am a horrible person. I am bad and wrong. I can never be perfect. I can never reach that plateau of righteousness that God wants me to reach. And no one else can. I've already accepted all that. The problem is, I don't think that you have accepted it for yourself as well as other people. Everyone is not good. There's no one good out there. There are only people who are bad and people who are trying not to be bad and people who are trying to be good and trying to do the right thing. Now, there are some people who are trying to do good, but then there are people who know that they're trying to do right. And there's actually people out there who know that they're doing wrong and living a life that's wrong. There's people out there like that just deny God in full force and deny morals and ethics. They know God exists, yet they still deny him. Because you're one of these people who are truly ignorant to the truth. And I hate to really say that. I know it sounds harsh, but you really are, man. So I'm going to end this video on that note. I mean, I honestly don't think I really needed to make this video, but just to defend myself, to defend God's truth, to defend truth overall, and why I do the things I did in that video. You called me out, and I walked through that fucking door. I'm a stand-up person. I will die for you. If you're a true-hearted person, genuine, I would literally die for you in war. Ask my people, ask my family. I fight all the time. I used to fight all the time, man, for my brothers and my sisters. They didn't give a fuck how big a person was or whatever. I fought. And I'm not trying to be a badass. I'm just telling you that trait carried over to who I am today as a stand-up person. If you call me out, you're going to get it. I'm not afraid. A man of God is afraid of no one. And this is why a lot of priests in ancient times, in biblical times, wore what they call klobuks. Robes and big hats. And the reason why they wore that was because these were men of war. These were men of God. They went to war and they battled. And they had their arms and their limbs cut off. And they had to hide that shit when they went into the church or the temple, as to not offend the people. That's why they wore those klobuks and those hats. Because some of them had their ears missing. Parts of their heads cut off. Limbs and scars all over their body. Real men of God are real warriors, man. When you talk to me, you're not talking to a pussy. And you can't beat around the bush with me and you try to make me look bad on a fucking live stream. I'm sorry, dude. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Especially not when I have God's truth behind me. And all you have to defend yourself in your argument is people's feelings. That's what you have. That's what you have to defend your truth, is people's feelings. You got to do better than that. I tried to consider your feelings. I tried not to expose you to FragCom in my videos. But you cross me. And when you try to cross me and make me like I'm the liar, then the truth comes out full force. So yes, I did go with my subjectivity at first. And I did try to warn you. And I said, are you sure? And I asked you again, are you sure? And I said, do you know who you're talking to? Are you sure? And you said, yeah, I want you to know tell me what I said bad, dog, man. Tell me what I said. Okay. And I tell you, now you get all pissy. Damn shame, man. Damn shame. So just be warned for those of you who try to get me on your live stream. If you don't want the truth, don't put me on your live stream. If you're a salesman, don't put me on your live stream. Because I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel, and I'm going to try to back it up with truth. You don't like it, you don't have to watch me. You can click off and never come back to my channel. That's fine. That's fine. The one out of the 99. Cuddles, I hope you realize that right now you are that one out of the 99, man. You are that one out of the 99. You tried to shield yourself with people's feelings and sensitivity and hurt. Really? Did you think about Ashton's feelings and Ashton's sensitivity and Ashton's opinions when you told that shit to me? Did you? No, you didn't. You didn't give a fuck about Ashton when you told me that shit. Because if you did, you wouldn't have told me. Plain and simple. This is your boy Original Dog Man. I hope you guys understand why I made this video. And I hope you guys can see the truth for what it is. You ask me, I'm going to tell it. If I see something wrong that the people do that I feel like is an injustice or a hindrance or a detriment to people in FragCom or to anyone, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call it out. That's just the way I am. You don't like it? Sayonara. What can I say? I know I'm imperfect, but I try to walk that path.